Alrighty, welcome to the Daydreaming tutorial. We're going to be looking at the introduction today. What a beautiful piece. There's going to be a little bit of housekeeping to start off with. We're then going to go through the lesson and there'll be a few little bonus tips at the end. Alrighty, let's get this party started. So just to go through a bit of housekeeping, you'll notice that we're in 12/8. That's the time signature. That means there are 12 beats in each bar, and the value of each beat is an eighth note or a quaver. That's what that bottom number means. So there could be multiple different ways of writing this time signature. I think the official Radiohead publication of this songbook, the arranger decided to put it in 3/4 or 3/8 or something like that. Personally, I think it's 12/8. I think it's a bit more appropriate, but again, it's very, very subjective. So yeah, everyone's got an opinion and there are different ways of skinning a cat. But yeah, I think it's in 12/8. So we're going to keep it there. The key signature, as you can see, there are no sharps or flats here, which is great news for you. So that means we're going to be in one of two keys. As you know, C major has no sharps or flats. To find the corresponding relative minor key that has the exact same key signature, we go down by 3 semitones or 3 half steps, get to an A, okay, and that's A minor. So C major and A minor share the exact same key signature, which is that there are no sharps or flats. And how we can tell that this piece is probably in A minor as opposed to C major is the first chord isn't really a C major chord. In the second bar, which is kind of really the first bar, because after that double bar line, you've got an A chord. And so this is probably indicating that we're in A minor more than we are in C major. So that's kind of feels like the home key. So yeah, we're probably in A minor here or something similar, but yeah, it's basically an A minor situation. Alrighty, what else? The clefs are normal, treble clef and bass clef, that's all, yeah, business as usual. We've got bar numbers here as well, which is pretty handy at the beginning of each line. So whenever I'm referring to a bar, you can just quickly navigate to the correct bar by looking at the bar numbers at the beginning of each line. That's pretty helpful. I've also written in the chords, which we're going to go through later on. I would love to have included that in the songbook originally, but we just literally ran out of space, and so something had to give. But you're fortunate enough here to be able to to see all the chords, and I'll explain what's going on a bit later in this tutorial. Finally, another thing that I've done here, which is pretty helpful, is there's a little bit of a colourful situation going on here. I'm a big fan of sort of highlighting patterns just to identify all the bits of information that you can chunk together. I think it's really, really important to be able to see this. It's as a beginner, it's a bit harder to identify these patterns, but I can see them immediately, and so you get a bit of an insight into how I'm approaching a tune like this, and it just makes it a lot easier to bring it all together. So yeah, let's get this party started. Let's do it. So we're going to start off with the left hand.